What is up, guys? Clintus here, and no live show today. Got something going on and couldn't be here, but I was thinking ahead and I was like, you know what? I'll make up for it with a little Q&A action. You guys have been asking for this forever. Seems like I get asked all the time, when are you doing the Q&A? And I know it's long overdue, so here you are, guys. I asked you for your questions, and here's who responded. First one on the list, Robert Foley. What are you gonna do for the 10,000 subscriber celebration? I don't know. It's actually it's coming on faster than I anticipated. The last couple of months, the audience has been growing exponentially, and we're really excited because 10,000 obviously is a big goal, a big milestone in any YouTuber's life, career, whatever you want to call it. But really, the first thing that comes to mind for a celebration is like an 8-hour live show. Like, just do a live show all day, right? I plan it out where I get up at a certain time in the morning and I just stream all day, right? So I kind of, that way I can try to catch everybody, because I do the live shows at the same day at the same time, and so if you can't make that time or that day, you never make the live show. And so I know a lot of people are that bothers people. So that's probably what I'll do for now. That's what I'm thinking. But when we get closer to it, I don't know. We'll see. We'll do some giveaways maybe. Next question from Twitter, Caitlin Lashik asks, Clintus, will you ever do a meetup in the future? If so, where? I would love to do a meetup. In fact, another person has asked me that too here in Arizona. And I honestly just didn't think that there was enough people here that would come to a meetup. But I'm actually finding more and more people in Arizona that are either YouTubers or that watch our videos. And so I'm totally down for a meetup if I just know where to do the meetup at, right? What cities are most of you guys in? So maybe that's one of those things where we need to, plan it out and figure out where are the Clintus clan hotspots, and then we'll plan accordingly. But yes, I would love to do a meetup. Next question comes from our Facebook page from Linda Faria. If you were going to write a book, what would you call it and what would it be about? Geez, Linda, I am not a writer. That's why I do video blogs instead of formal writing blogs. But no, if I had to write a book, it would probably be nonfiction. It would be something educational, maybe on nutrition, or I don't know, my principles on being a dad, right? It's all things that you know are right, you don't necessarily follow. I mean, it's like nutrition, right? We know what's good and not good for us to eat, yet we still eat crap that's not good for us. So that, I don't know, I have to think more about that, but that's probably my go-to, because that's something that realistically that I could write. I don't think I could write fictional stuff very well. Next question is from Brad Jameson. Brad Bennett Jameson. What car does Bryce want to have when he gets his driver's license? He goes back and forth between a truck, like a big monster truck, or a really fast race car. Like, that's the two things he says all the time. And he doesn't know cars well enough to actually tell you what kind of race car. But his favorite color is blue, so it has to be blue. And yeah, any given day he goes back and forth between a big truck that he could run other cars over with, or a car that he could drive around with. Brittany Harp asks, does Sierra and Bryce want more siblings? I don't know. When we talk about it, when we bring it up, Tiffany and I say we're done. We got a boy, we got a girl. They're both healthy. They're both awesome. Don't really want to change things up too much, like in a third. But when we ask them, they're kind of like, yeah, it'd be cool. They've always had Mason around as a cousin, but he's like another brother. So they've always kind of had that around. So I think if they weren't close with their cousins, Tanner, Tyler, and all their other friends, then it might be a different story. They might be more like, yeah, I want a brother or sister. But I think Sierra more than Bryce. This question from the Facebook page, but I don't know how to pronounce your name because it's in a different language. They ask, what's been going on behind the vlogs? Because obviously there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the vlogs. I mean, with every daily vlogger, we only show what we show. I don't know what happens behind the vlogs. Kids get in trouble sometimes. They get into arguments. Me and Tiffany get into arguments. I go to work. Tiffany goes to work. Kids go to school. That's pretty much what we don't show you, is that kind of stuff, because either we can't, or it's not really fun stuff. I mean, you don't really want to see someone arguing. I don't want to. I don't want to have that memory, you know, on YouTube. So I don't know. That's pretty much what doesn't happen. We pretty much show everything else on the vlogs. Everything else gets shown. So Ernie Nabe asks, "What is your family's favorite thing to do? Favorite thing of doing vlogs?" Probably the traveling. You know, our trips and going camping, and you know, Tiffany and I went to Seattle. Just sharing the fun that we're having, right? That's, I think, my favorite thing to do. Whether it's dirt bike riding or swimming or just having fun. And really, the vlogs force us to go have more fun, right? I mean, we would do some of these things already and typically, but like we go out of our way to find more stuff to do, right? And do it more often than just maybe once a week or whatnot. So yeah, just having more fun. The vlogs are making us have more fun, which is great in my opinion. And on the flip side, what is the worst thing of doing vlogs? The worst thing is probably the days where I just don't feel like vlogging. I'm in a bad mood, I'm in a grumpy mood. I'm super busy, and so I feel like, oh crap, the day is gone, I haven't vlogged at all. And the days where we don't do anything, right? There's days where we don't leave the house. We eat dinner here, we sit on the couch and we watch TV or movies or playing video games. Kids do the same. And so the whole day goes on and there's really nothing fun and exciting for us to show to you guys. That bothers me. That's the worst part for me. And I know you guys have all basically said that it's not that big of a deal and it's life and don't worry about it, but I do worry about it. Evelina Silver asks, what is Bryce and Sierra's favorite subject in school? And if you ask them that right now, they both would say science. They totally love the coolness of science, right? Space and plants and botany and the human anatomy and the little bit that they've learned. You know, school doesn't teach science nearly as much as they used to or as they should, in my opinion, but they dig the science that they do learn, the weather and then that kind of thing. So hopefully that sticks around for them, because that was always my favorite subject growing up, all the way through school. So that'd be really cool if it stuck with them as well. Joe TV asks, with such growth happening for YouTubers and vloggers, should we, as YouTubers in Arizona, put on our own version of VidCon or community network? I would love to do such a thing. Well, we have kind of our own events going on. Like we have Tech Phoenix coming up in November. I've spoke at that pretty much every year in the last 6 or 7 years. But honestly, I don't know too many vloggers slash YouTubers in Arizona. Like, I know there are some out there, but I don't know that many of them. So I think we need to start off with just having maybe some meetups, to be honest with you, because I would love that. I tried getting one put together last year and it fell through, and I think somebody did have a meetup, but I wasn't included, and so I would love to have a YouTuber slash vlogger meetup in Arizona, so let's make that happen. Adriana Evans asks, what is your favorite shape? What an interesting question. I would have to say probably a pentagon, just because I like symmetry, and so like it's all even and it points at the top, and yeah, probably a pentagon. Maybe a triangle. Triforce. Sarah Cotis asks, do you like fish? I think fish are pretty. I would love to have a big aquarium someday. It'd be amazing. I don't want to take care of it though, so I'd definitely pay for somebody to take care of it for me. But just as for visual purposes, I love that. I also like to eat fish. Big seafood fan, big sushi fan. Dirt Bike Bro asks, how do you hold the camera while you're driving? Same way I hold it when I'm not driving. Just like this. Dolphin30 asks, have you ever been to Disney World? No, I haven't. Someday though. And the last question by Nancy Loves Shopping. Do Sierra and Bryce like shopping? Of course, who doesn't like shopping? Oh wait, I don't like shopping. No, they like shopping when it's shopping for them. They're not a big fan of shopping, just going shopping with mom, like when they have that option. Now Sierra will, because she knows her and mommy will do girly stuff. You know, they'll shop for earrings and nail polish and girly things. But guys don't really have that kind of stuff, right? So for Bryce, it's totally boring. You know, if it's not a toy or a video game, then he's pretty much not a fan. So there you have it, guys. Another Q&A in the books. Hope you liked it. Leave a comment down below with your questions for the next one. I'm going to try really hard to do this at least a couple times a month. Definitely anytime I can't make a live show, because in my opinion it's like the next best thing to a live chat. is doing a Q&A. So yeah, leave a question down below in the comments. And of course, before I do a Q&A video, I'll always tweet Facebook, Google+, and Tumblr. So if you have one of those social networks, be sure you're following me, because that is the best way to connect with me. There's really not a great mechanism on YouTube for me to like shout things out. I mean, there's the feed posts, but it doesn't really work very well. So Twitter's number 1, Google+ is number 2, and then Facebook and Tumblr would be the next ones down the line. So we'll see you guys later. See you in the vlogs. Vlog on.